Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. If not, I hope by the end of the video you'll have a smile on your face and maybe a little leap in your step there, just to know that you are loved and you are going to have a fantastic day right where you are planted. So today I'm going to be going through my kitchen. I have to do my deep cleaning for my kitchen and my dining room. It's on my list. Like the other areas of the house, if I don't do a deep clean, like of my living room and my hallways and my closets, nobody sees that. That's not a big deal. But the kitchen, this area gets used all the time. Things get messed up all the time because it isn't just me in this kitchen. I have children, I have my husband, I have people that come in here and put things in places and do things. It's not just like my domain. So I like to go through my kitchen at least once a month to kind of reorganize a little bit. Not like crazy organized, but at least like, you know, maneuver things back to their proper place and wipe things down because it gets dirty. People touch things. There's cabinets with fingerprints, all that good stuff. So today I thought that would be a great video to do today. And then also one of my viewers, Jeannie Gallo, she asked me if I would do a little show and tell of my kitchen cabinets because she said she has a smaller kitchen and she's constantly reorganizing, trying to make things work. And I thought, what a great idea. Like, I know I've seen other large families and they have like huge kitchens and I'm like, oh my goodness, that would be my dream one day to have this humongous kitchen, humongous pantry. I'm very thankful for what I have. It's much bigger than our last house, but I think, wow, all those little gadgets and tools and appliances. And so I have just had to learn over the years to use only what I really enjoy and get rid of the rest. Now, years ago when my kids were little, we lived in a much smaller house and I had to really limit. It was an older house, so kitchen was super small, and I couldn't fit a lot of the stuff in the cupboards. I had to have very minimal of things. And then we had a basement, so I stored my food in the basement, but like on the shelves and stuff. And so I just kept basic things, and I'm like, okay, I realized this is good. Well, then my kids grew up a little bit more. You know, like I could live with just one knife because it was just me cutting the vegetables. I didn't need two. Well, then as my kids grew, they wanted to help out more in the kitchen. So I have acquired more things just out of necessity to have others help do things. So when you watch this and you go, why do you have 6 knives, Amy? Well, because I have a lot of people. And sometimes when we do a huge cooking day or things like that, they'll all help. And so having multiple knives will help, that kind of thing. But if you're just you doing it, I would cut way down on the amount of stuff you use, because in reality you can only really cut with one knife. You know, I used to have like 2. Actually, I had a big giant meat one, I had a bread one, and I had 2 paring knives. One was shorter, one was longer. That's it. They were my favorite. I used them all the time. That was great. I have more now, but I have more people that use my things now. So keep that in mind when you go through my kitchen and see what I have. But I've tried to like go over throughout the years things that I don't use, pass them on to somebody else, things like that, just to help weed out, keeping the clutter down. And when I show you things, I'll explain like whether I feel like it's a necessity or not, or the reason why I do have these things. Because here in this home we have a lot more space. We didn't have the garage because Greg was using it as a shop, so I had to keep everything in my kitchen and anywhere else I could hide things in the house. But now that we have the garage, I can store like my larger items down there, so that has been helpful. But I would learn, if you could just learn to live with less things, then it's a great thing. Like, I know there's certain things I'm like, wow, it'd be really great to have that, or it'd be okay to have those things. But I only use it like once a year. Like I remember having serving spoons for Thanksgiving. I would own like 2. Thanksgiving would come and I'm like, oh, I don't have enough spoons for all the different dishes. Because we never ran into that problem. So for years it was more like just at Thanksgiving, you know, the once a year I'd be like, oh, I don't have enough spoons, let's just, you know, share or use a small one. And so now I have plenty of spoons because we have more gatherings with everybody. We're doing more things. And so I do have an accumulation of things now, but didn't before. So I'm gonna get you on a tour, and I'm also going to kind of clean out and wipe out as I go, because that's good to do as well. So I haven't cleaned anything out, so it's very messy. Only thing I did was put my dishes away on the counter because, you know, you don't want to see dishes over there. So I put those away, but that was it. And then the rest I'm like, oh, look at that. I just even shoved the plastic in the cupboard like the kids do. So I'm like, oh yeah, definitely gonna have to organize that cupboard. So I'll take you through, show you what I have, and then maybe give you some inspiration for how to organize your kitchen. First things first, I filled up my sink with hot soapy water, some vinegar, and some lemongrass essential oils. And this way I can just keep using the same rag, rinsing it out as I need to. All right, let's start. We're gonna start here and just move it all the way around. So this cupboard right here, let me give you a little word on food. I have a pantry back here It's not a huge pantry, but it works for this house because that's what came with it. And so my dream kitchen would have a humongous walk-in pantry, huge, where I can keep all my food in one spot. And when we lived in Michigan, we had a very small pantry, like so small, like it was like the old closet where you'd hang, like, I mean, so tiny. I can't even tell you how big it was, but it was not very big. So I just kept like my basic baking supplies in there, and then I keep the rest down in the basement. But in the basement I had huge shelves down there, and that's where I stored everything. And it was so great to go to one area and get what I need. So if you could have one area to store all your food, awesome. If you cannot, well then you're gonna have to put it in different areas in your home. For myself, I use this cupboard because this cupboard right here was kind of like a weird space cupboard because it only opens like this far. See how it stops? And same thing right here, it doesn't go all the way. So we used it for our homeschool books when we first moved in here, because I was kind of like, it's an extra cupboard, but the kids could never open it all the way when they're sitting right here on the thing. So I have since taken my homeschool stuff out of here and used it somewhere else. And this is kind of my, it's just my can cupboard for cans and bottles. Not all of it, because you'll see it's gonna be other places, but it's looking a little empty because we are needing to go shopping. But this is the part of the time when you can go through and do a good wipe down clean of everything. So I'm gonna do that right now, might as well do that. So can cupboard right here, because I don't have to go in here that often just to kind of look. It's nice to have everything so you can kind of see what you have. But again, if I could have a giant place to put it, even better. So let's just wipe this out real quick. All right, so that's it for this cupboard. I didn't like put them together because when I go shopping, this will be stacked back up full of different cans, things like that. I like to keep them here. I do have extra in the hallway closet, which I'll show you now. I'll probably end up the extras, bring them over here to fill this in so I know what I have, because then we can rotate those are like my extras, bring them in here. That way then I can fill that one back up for emergency and keep these in here. So this is good and done. Just have the cupboard, wipe the handles off because that's where everybody touches right here. And then we're gonna move onward to the other side. Or actually, no, right here. Let me wipe down this stuff real quick. I keep a set of Sharpie markers over here because my kids like to do arts and crafts and drawing, and when I go to do my freezer making meal, I'm always like, where's the permanent marker? So I hide some over here for myself so nobody touches them. So as long as they don't watch my videos, they don't know where they're at. All right, moving over here. As I went, I just wiped off those sides, this side, my backsplash. This is just peel and stick wallpaper. Oh yeah, I have like the nice, what is it, the tile ones to go in here. Someone gave us like a whole set, but I gotta be able to install it. And I don't feel like I'm that confident installing it. So I just bought $20 worth of the wallpaper stuff, stuck it in the back. It is holding up so good. I think Walmart sells this one. Great. Fills it in. I have also like the kick plate, like how do we say the kick plate, the front of the cupboards where the bar stools are. I put it as well because the kids would kick in. It leaves marks, and I'm like, that's a good cheap way to fill that in. So that's good right here. I'm gonna wipe off the front and then we'll do the inside. Backsplash is very forgiving. Like I just realized there was like splattered, you know, who knows, kick batter, who knows what, but and it was on the back. You don't even see it because it camouflages it. So this is good. This is, wipe this up. All right, this is where we put our, let's see how clean this is. Not bad. A little bit of food on there. All right, so this is our food and plate cupboard. I put this one here because the dishwasher is right below it. So when the kids put the dishes away, it's easy to have it all in one area. Now, when they were little, I had a smaller cupboard down low for plastic cups and things because I just hand washed everything and it was easier for them when they were younger to put the dishes away on a lower level. I did that, but my kids are older that do the dishes, so they can reach up and put glasses and stuff now. So we never had glasses until the last year because, you know, kids. So I have these cups. These are ones we use, the restaurant ones, forever and a day. Those are kind of dwindling down in size. People are like, should you get rid of those? No, because they'll just eventually break off as well, just like they do. And so I even got new sets of glasses. I had these. Well, then a lot of them got broken because they do. So I bought another set and I'm like, do I throw out my old set? I'm like, no, because a couple of these have already gotten broken. So we just mix and match for a while. That's what you got to do. So dishwasher is full, so the rest of the cups go all the way across here. That's something we use all the time. We used to drink a lot from water bottles, but I don't know, we like glasses. Some people don't drink water from glass. I don't mind drinking from glass. Dishwasher does the work. It doesn't bother me. So right here, these are our plates, our bigger plates, and we call them the plates, or they're like noodle bowls or deep bowls, pasta bowls, I think they call them too. Love these ones. These are from an Amish store, and I love them because they're melamine and they work so great. They don't break, very rarely break, and I love them. They don't match anything, but I absolutely love these. And so I need to get, because we have these ones. These are not supposed to go in the microwave, the melamine. These ones, they're a little bit more cheaper made. I bought them on Amazon, really nice set though. So when they do go in the microwave, once in a while, if you have like a chip on the plate, it will like burn through because you're not supposed to put that in there. Never found that on the melamine on these at all. These have been good, the speckle ones, but these I've had to throw away a couple, I think, bowls that got put in the microwave. I was like, so I need to get some like real plates one day. I will. I'll get some Corelle ones. I think someone sent me a link to some, and they have like the cream colored ones and they have the pasta bowls, and I'm like, I'll get that. I'll put that on the list for like Christmas because it's not a necessity, but I just like these because if these drop, they're not likely to break. If the glass ones drop, they're gonna break, but we'll see. We have another like 8 months. Kids will grow up a little bit more and not have as high as a risk. So these go here. Those are my extra bowls up there that came with the set, but we like these, so I put them up there. These are paper plates area. We just used those last night. I like to have those up there because once in a while you need to have a paper plate. So this is it for this cupboard. Let me wipe the inside out. All my shelves I lined with shelf liner paper. Let me bring you up here. Boom, right there. So I put all this in there. Just get a couple rolls. Line your whole kitchen. It's so much easier to wipe up and clean up. So that's it. We're done. This one's the pantry. Kind of hard to film my pantry, me being inside, so I will just give you a tour. Everybody always asks why there's a step in my kitchen, because the basement stairs are underneath there, so I have to step up to get in here. So this I ended up putting the peel and stick tile down on. I'm glad I did. Helps a lot because it was carpeted in here. So this is good. I keep onions in here and potatoes just like that, and that under that shelf. This stays up here. Our big giant plastic parchment paper, I keep the foil over here. Usually we put something up there, but I think we're drawn empty on it. So these are all of our spices. I need to kind of organize this a little bit. I'll straighten those in just a second. All our spices and stuff. Should I organize it? Let me organize it real quick. This is good for me. These are more of our like bigger containers, taco seasoning, the croutons. This is baking soda, baking powder. I have a small thing extra in our popcorn salt. These are just little package things we have. This is, I think it's sausage gravy mix. This is for our shaved ice. These are bouillon containers, and I put the salt up here because I used to put it down here. I'm constantly trying to grab it out, so I'll stick it up here. These I use for bags. I hang them upside down to dry in here, so I don't have to look at them. These are all like savory herbs, where I would use these all the time. This is not mine, this is Evan's, but we'll use it up, like onion, pepper, red pepper, basil, oregano, garlic pepper. I really like this, one of my favorite seasonings, and our ranch. Everything bagel. The boys like Cajun. These are ones we don't use as much, but they're here if I need them. These are ones I don't use as much. This was super spicy. So an extra Cajun, an extra one that I got from somebody. These are just extra ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon. That's about it. That's all we use up here. These are where our bags go. So I put our sandwich bags in quart bags, and then my extra big bags up here. So see, these have been washed out, so I just shove them up there. That way we can use them. Okay, over here is more of our baking area, and so this rack I got on Amazon. It's just a 1, 2, 3, 4 tier rack. I'm gonna say $30. Not very much, but it fit in my pantry perfectly. So we just I usually keep my chocolate chips and that down here, but I have none because I used them up. These are all of our sprinkles. Yes, Grandma loves sprinkles, and we have plenty of them. So lots of sprinkles, and when I find them on sale, like this was 99 cents, I get them because I realize that sprinkles are a lot of money. an off season or in a regular season, so I usually stack up and use those, but we have plenty of sprinkles. This is all leftover candy from Valentine's Day and stuff, so that's just sitting over there just to keep in the cupboard. These are all the odd and end things. So we have like cornstarch and cornmeal. I have some sea salt, sunflower seeds, my grits, baking cocoa, evaporated milk, just like odd and ends used up baking things. We have light corn syrup and imitation vanilla, my canola oil, my tapioca, all my seeds, my chia, and sesame seeds and flaxseed, peanut butter powder, molasses. We have 1 box of chocolate chip. Pancakes, I'll probably make those. I'll put those out here. Well, I'll just put them right here so I see them. So we've got this in here. And then we've got our big containers of flour and sugar. These are, I have these linked to my Amazon store. Love them. I have my honey and my syrup I use for baking. Powdered sugar, brown sugar, oatmeal, olive oil right here. And that's it for baking right here. This up here is extra supplies. This is my powdered milk. I usually put this in a glass jar. I just didn't have one at the time and it's almost out, so I'll probably end up getting another one on my shopping trip. Here's taco seasoning. This is the one I like. This is the one I got when there was nothing to be found and it's way too spicy, so I need to kind of combine these two. I've got shortening we don't use often, apple cider vinegar, crackers I got that we have a lot of. These are those little, we never use these caramel filled cones. One day we'll use them. There's some teas, and I've got like jam, syrup, and some garlic over there. So this counter is kind of empty. Keep all of our tortillas here. Okay, we keep our tortillas here. These are dehydrated marshmallows. This is hot cocoa for Christmas. We didn't get to go do a whole lot because, you know, everything happened in the world. So we still have hot cocoa in here. Here's our popcorn seeds, potato flakes right here, a couple macaroni and cheese for emergencies. These are tacos. I'm going to use these up. These are great little taco boats. Kids like those. These are these because I got them for $1, so those are our favorite right there. This is hot cocoa, and back there is some spices that I got, like the herbs and seasoning from Hidden Valley. So just extra there. Back here we have rice cakes. Oh, I actually have some of these in here too. I didn't even see those. These are really good. The tostadas. This is usually filled with granola bars and snacks for the kids. Here's our cracker bins. Using those up. And then we have, these are just extra things like peanut butter pretzels, some nuts, and homemade granola, and we keep our microwave popcorn here. Here is all of our beans and pasta. So I've got lentils, my pinto beans, rice, different pastas here. I do have little boxes of couscous here to use up. We will. One's over here, this one's empty, and more pasta over here. This is the fruit. I forget they're in here because I don't see them. I need to put them in a jar. These are dried fruit strips. These are so good. I need to put those like on the snack cupboard and remind the kids to use them. So this is the pantry here. Wait, we have more. We have these little shelves. These are hook hang down shelves. Like maybe $3 on Amazon. They hook on here and they give you another shelf. So I put our wax paper, brown paper bags, these little hot dog boats, and then these over here. This is like an extra thing, like open goodies, things I need to use up, like these. All right, a little more organized. These veggie bowls are really, really good. I got these at the discount store, I think 2 for $1. So I just forget they're in here and to make them up. But these are good. Got some green things there. Just like opened corn nuts and cranberries. And then down here is our ice machine. I've got extra bags here. Paper towels from when I did a review. When I did the homemade wipes. Vinegar right here. And then coffee. Maverick coffee's in here. Because it'll be time to fill up the coffee soon. So that's it in here. And then the floor, I'll put on my list today to have the girls vacuum the floor out today when they do the floor, because there's definitely crumbs and you get in there and get everything out. But that's the pantry. And I also keep aprons up here. These are ones from Grandma for the girls. And then I keep all the ones that I use right here. I had to move them over because sometimes they get stuck in the door and you guys see them. So I had to move that hook over there. It'd be great to go all the way across, but it just doesn't shut properly. So that's that. Okay, this next one over here, moving right along, is the coffee cupboard. Again, needs to be cleaned up. Coffee near the coffee maker. That works best. So usually I like to weed through my coffee cups and kind of see what I can get rid of, but usually I'm pretty good about keeping them on. If they don't fit, we just get rid of some. And so we've got that. I've got this little container full of some teas I like, some drinking mixes in here. That's what's in here. This used to have like little coffee pods and that, but I use reusable ones, so it's hot cocoa for the kids. I might take those out because it's not something they have all the time. Probably put those in the pantry. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, because I don't have any coffee ones. I don't think. Oh, there's one. Okay, I'll just put these in the pantry for the kids and free up some space in here. So let me wipe out and reorganize. Blueberry coffee is so good. You can get it from Maverick Coffee. Alright, I had the camera pointing down when I straightened all that, so this is good. The kids will put more cups away, so not worried about a super perfect thing. I just gotta wash down here. I just flung coffee granules up. So I'm gonna wipe this out and then we're gonna keep moving on. Alright, and now for the cupboard above the microwave that nobody uses for anything. For myself, I keep a bottle of Gorilla Glue. Don't ask me why I put it up here. Probably not a good spot. That's where I put it. Right there. I know where it's at. Let me move you over here. And then I keep our big glass jars up here. This is what I would put like my powdered milk, my hot cocoa mix in there. And then I keep this little powder over here. I just keep it up here because it's got the sharp blade, so all the pieces don't get thrown in my other cupboard where I normally do. I will put some more stuff up here. I have a corner cupboard that's overflowing, so I know I'll put some things up here when I get to down there. So this one's done for now. We'll add more in a minute. This cupboard is my pan cupboard. I'm learning what we need to use in our family. I used to just have 2 big pots like this because we had so much food that we made. And then I had one of these, a chicken, like I think they call it a chicken air fryer. This is great. I didn't have a saucepan, didn't have a flat one, none of that. This worked for everything I needed in our old house. And I had 1 tiny pot as well. So I had 1, 2, and I had 2 big of these. And that worked good for our family. So now we make things a little bit smaller portions because we don't have as many people. So I have a giant big one that I could use. I have this one that I did a product review on from Deli. This one is like a medium-sized pot. This works really good. This one I still love. I got this at Aldi. Really good. Chicken air fryer. Greatest thing ever. I have a small one, and then Lauren gave me some of her frying pans, and I do use these. I'm like, oh, I could see using those. So we do like having, there's a big one and a small one. I do like having those. But if I had to just pick, I would choose the ones that I told you I would choose. So that's that. We put that in there. All right, on for the cover. You ready? Oh yeah, mess. Real people. It's kind of hard to film over here because it's a weird angle, but most of my containers, I don't have a lot of Tupperware containers for like leftovers because we don't usually have a ton of leftovers, but I have my big plastic containers I use for my muffins and cakes. You saw those in my baking video. I have bigger ones. I just got smaller ones because we're downsizing. These I've used forever. These size ones, these are Deli Containers. Greatest thing ever. I went to the Mennonite bulk food store and they would store everything in here, and I'm like, that's the greatest thing. You can order them on Amazon. I got them linked below my store. Freeze these. They work good. You can use the same ones for years, like 4 or 5 years old. That's how good they work. So I have all different sizes. These are my all-time favorite. I do like these, and I do like the big ones as well. So we do have a few of these containers. I think I've got 5 of these, and that works for the leftovers that we do have. This I think had cookies in it from somebody, so I'm using it till it's like melted. Let me organize this cupboard real quick. These ones I picked up at Goodwill. These work really good too. They stack better and they're thicker. If you can afford to get these, get these. The round ones are just cheaper. These are from like our applesauce. So a lot of my containers are from the freezers when I used them up, like using the food up, so that's why this is getting full again. There was a time when this was pretty much empty. This is all my glassware. It seems I'm gonna put this up there. That does not go up there. So this is pretty, not really full now. There's still a lot in the freezer. So in there, this is good. Got a lid holder, lid holder. This I kind of use when I get my fresh fruit. So I'll keep that here. This is just a holder for all my jars. The jars are being used up. I feel like I'm low on those. This is all like my applesauce machine. Extra stuff I rarely use, rolling pin, that's all up there. So this is good. All right, this cupboard was Lauren's cupboard. Then it's kind of Jaden's cupboard, Evan's cupboard, whoever wants to use it, but it's vitamin cupboard too. So big empty space. I know something can go there, but I feel like that's where the kids put their extra stuff when they have it. But I might just take it over and store something in there. We'll see how much space I need. Because I can take this out. This is a chili can. Jaden's don't eat, but we have a lot of chili beans, so we'll see. I'll put this down, this allergy pill, so I might put something up there. All right, let's talk lower cabinets. I'll do the drawers in just a minute. This cabinet right here is my glass cupboard. glass and big appliance cupboard. Let me get the gunk off first. Yes, there is gunk on my cupboards. It's got gunk on it. I see that. What is that? I don't even know. Yeah, hold on. All right, so down here, I keep my glass, like serving big glass jars in the back. I have 3 of them. Do you need those? No. We had 2 from Ashlyn's wedding that we had at brunch, so I bought those, and I bought a bigger one. Or actually, Greg got me a bigger one years before. So we use them once in a while in the summertime for parties. Not a necessity, but things we like. Mixing bowls or mixers, this I love. Do I need it? No. I used one of these my entire life, the $8 version from Walmart, and it would die like every year and a half. I'd have to buy another one. Not a big deal, but it didn't take up any space. So this worked good. Up here we have all of our glass nice servingware, so it's all just stacked. Like veggie trays, egg trays, serving bowls. The ramekins we keep here with these. This is like the glass cupboard. That's where they all go. So we just stick them here. I usually try to stick them on the tray and slide them down. And then I used to have a waffle maker that went here, but that died. So I need to get a waffle maker one day, but that's it for this cupboard. So maybe I'll put something else here, but I don't get it. I'd like to get a waffle maker, and I'd like to get a skillet, like a big like griddle to stick. So that'll go in there eventually. So that cupboard's done. Let's go with these ones. All right, these are all our like serving bowls, mixing bowls, that kind of thing. Not clean, organized. This is good. These we've had. These are just melamine bowls for. This used to be our dishware. I think I got it from Walmart, and so they were good for serving salads and stuff in the summertime or whenever. My popcorn maker doesn't go over here. Let me move that. I have more 9x13 pans and dishwasher. I have 1 glass bowl to put in the microwave. That works. Up here is all my mixing bowls. Love my big one. Probably could put this down in the garage, but it's I use it once in a great while, and it's okay here because everything's just stacked inside. All my mixing bowls in here, and my strainer is in here too. This just stacks. We use these all the time. Not something that I don't ever use. Lauren got one of these from one of my viewers. Gather Up Your Fragments. She got it for her as a wedding gift, and I'm like, that is the coolest thing ever. Well, I saw the website, so I'm like, I've been ordering me some. So I got some. It says Gather Up Your Fragments. I thought that was really cool. So little glass bowl, kind of neat. And I keep my glass in the cup here. The other one's in the sink, and these ones. This doesn't go here. Neither does this. Extra cups. These go in my sugar and flour containers. So I want to stick those here for now, but this is good for here. That's it for that one. All right, this cupboard is messy. I know this already. Corner twisty cupboard. What do you do with that? I put all my appliances in here. So let me kind of stir it and see what's on here. My blender, my pressure cooker, my other pressure cooker. Let's put the cords up. This is the lid for the pressure cooker. We'll put on top. That. And that works good down there. Up here is pieces for my pressure cooker. My rice, I do use this a lot. The blender plunger. The lid I'll just stick up here. Salad spinner. And then Jaden got a Ninja blender for her. And our popcorn popper I'll put in here. You know what I like to put in here is my strainer, because like my rice strainer's there, this one here. This is really sharp. I usually put this up on top because I rarely use this. Let me put it back up there. You know, it's the kids' favorite day when mom starts moving stuff around the kitchen. So this will be good because usually like the strainer I have to dig it out. So that I find is a problem area. So then you fix it. So this will go good in here. It's like all my appliances. The only thing I have is the chopper up there just because it is sharp along with that. Even though the food processor is sharp too, that just has a lot of pieces, so it works really good in there. So, all right, we're getting round. All right, this is under my sink. I usually keep garbage bags. There's usually a box here, but I took it out because there's only one here for extra bags. Keep our soap back there. my things for my dishwasher. There's car wipes back there. Paper towels, let me put them over here. I don't have any cleaners like this is vinegar that I use. I have a brush for my Norwex. I've got extra gloves here. I've got a wooden spoon for mixing anything if I have to. Like this used to be my wooden spoon, but just for like anything like chemicals, clothes, anything I need to stir it with. My Norwex cloths. Water bottle brush. Here's dog shampoo for Maxine and fleece spray for kitties. Barkeeper's friend, I do have that. We bought that for the grill. That worked really good. And then there's cleaner for my carpet machine. And then there's some magic razors back there. And then paper towel thing looks really sad. So I don't usually use these. I'll put these in the bathroom. Why don't I take those all to the bathroom? So that's it under here. I keep my gloves hooked over here. That works. All right, here's my pile of trash, things I need to do something with. Now I'm gonna do the drawers right here. All right, this is our first drawer here. So, it's not bad. I need to get rid of these. In my drawers here, we have these. They came with little bowls that we had. The girls love using those. Some of the kids do too for rice. Here's my serving spoons. I have way more than, but we need them for parties and stuff. Forks, I realized we're getting really, really low in, so I need to order more forks. I bought these on Amazon. They're thicker and heavier, which is like the thinner ones from Walmart, so I need to get more of those. Plenty of spoons and knives. I have a bread knife. I have 2 of these. I have 1 of these I like, and I have a couple of these in the dishwasher, and our butter knives. This is good for this drawer. This drawer works. These we use up all the time. They disappear. So I have those in there. I do like having these even though they're Christmassy because we do like a cheese. We will do like a cheese tray, so I don't mind if they're snowflakey. I have a couple tongs here. These the kids love using. Better than buying paper straws 1,000 times over. All my orange peels from one of my viewers. These, the basting brush, thermometer, the beaters for my small thing. That works good. A pizza cutter you use once in a great while. I put this here so I can grab it. I just slid it back, so I'll have to move these over here. So you always need a good ladle. I have 1 of these and I have a slotted spoon. Probably the 3 best spoons I have. I love, look at that. It's called Not Clean. We use these, are my favorites. This one I love. I don't love this spoon, so I'm gonna get rid of that. But this will work in here, and then I'll probably put my little scoopers in here too. And I only keep a tablespoon, a teaspoon, and this is half a teaspoon. I usually don't even keep this one, but since the girls are learning to bake, this is good. And we have 2 of these because we use these all the time. This works. All right, junk drawer. Let's see how the junk drawer is held up. This cord has to come unplugged. This is not too bad in here. I got this and organized it. Not bad. It's kind of a little bit messy. Not bad at all. All right, that works. That's pretty good. This is all my towels that get stuck. A washcloth that doesn't go in there. These are like extra ones. I need to cut the small ones that are rags so the girls know which ones are rags and which ones are not. These are all the washcloths. Again, more kids putting stuff away, so kind of pointless to clean. It must save. So these I bought on Amazon. I love them. They're like half cloths to wash with. I love, there's hair. I love my Norwex cloths, and so I bought the e-cloths to use as well. Like this one I've had, you can tell it smells. It's been washed and it's lost its it's wash, it's clean. So that's gonna go in one of my window cloths too. And like this one's definitely, you can feel it, it's just like rubbery. So that's gonna go. I like these. I got these at the Amish store, but they're old too. They need to go too. They were so cheap. I love these. And then these I don't ever use. I thought maybe I'd use them for a bread bowl. We don't use bread bowls. That's good. And then all these towels are good. Just double check. Let me pull these out. Alright, let me go to the rag drawer down here. I'm gonna cut them so they know they're rags. These are towel rags. I do like these. These are held up. I'm smelling them. They still smell really good, so I'm gonna use these still because these are great hand towels for the kitchen and for the bathrooms. So rags disappear real quick around here, so I'm gonna cut these and then the rest we can take to the garage, so that's good. My drawer is on the roller, it's broken. This one's done. And this one is on my hot pad, just gonna organize them. These work good for putting like trivets so you can put your pans on, so you don't melt your countertop. And then I have all my hot pads here. These, my mom gave me all hers. They're awesome. They're old, but they're like good cottony batten and work. I still don't really use these. The kids like them, so I'll keep them. And I have a jar opener. Never use this, bought this, never use it. All right, I'm loving this because I'm getting a cleaned up kitchen. All right, down here. This is my pan cupboard. So I keep my racks up here. Toothpicks, which can go elsewhere. This I do not need. Then these are all my pans, all messed up. Let's organize these. So I've got two big cupcake pans, love it. I have a brownie pan and I have a small cupcake pan that works out good. I used to have mini ones, but I don't make that much food in them, so I gave it to Lauren. Then these are my pans. I like the Nordic ware. They work really good. Let's see, and my air baked cookie pans. I needed to get one more big pan like this. I ordered some from Sam's Club and I thought they were the full size. They call them jelly roll pans, but they ended up being way too big for my oven. So I just needed a little bit smaller. I got this at TJ Maxx, so I just need to go look and see if I can find some more there. Love my cutting boards right in here. I could probably find another place for them, like next to the sink or even over here in the cupboard. Should I move them? It'll throw the kids way off. These are pretty good. I think I will. I'm going to take these and put them over in my cupboard over here. Throw the kids off, you know how that works. So that's good. And then I can just keep my pans in here. All right, that's done. And below my oven, I keep my griddle that goes on top, and I keep my cast iron pan. I just used it, so that goes in there. And then this cupboard has become our water bottle cupboard. We used to just have one water bottle per kid. Well, life happens and I can't keep track of everybody's water bottle all the time, but they need it. So we've just accumulated more on the bottom. These I keep in here. They're all back there. And all their lids in a basket. That works right there. Let me just go through these real quick. Jaden's Maxine cup. I bought that for her birthday. I like my smoothie in my metal one because it stays frozen. So perfect. I might switch this out for the pods because the lids fall through here. Let me go get the other basket. This is stuff that we rarely use, but I still do use it, like my Immersion Blender, the apple core, the apple slicer. This we use on the grill. This I use when I cook my meat. My tongs go over here because I hate tongs because they're so big. This I use all the time. I'll put that back over there. Put the rolling pin up on top because I don't use that often. All right, I just took out my Immersion Blender. That's something I think about the kids getting their fingers cut out. Even me as an adult. So I put that up there where it's not going to be touched as much. Oh yes, I need to clean this. Okay, I'll probably not keep this because very rarely will I ever need to transport cupcakes. I feel like I can just send them in the container. So these I'm gonna get rid of. All right, this is gonna be my extra cupboard. This would be all stuff that I just gotten over the last few years that I normally would not have, but we do now. So these are I have a big serving pan here. These are all my pizza pans. I freeze my pizzas in at the dollar store. These are my lids from my big plastic containers. And then I have like a pierogi maker and little pizza pans there. Those are my cups from my parfaits I made. These will be filled up with pantry stuff when the pantry's full. Big pot I put in there if I need it. This is for the kids to fill up the animals' water with. That, I use that pan, those pans once in a while. We make big meals. My bundt pan, this is for bananas. These are serving platters here. These are just like lids to the parfait thing. And the bread pans over there. So this is like the extra cupboard. I'm gonna put these in there too. Okay, I'm gonna put away some extra stuff that I had. Like this stuff is for my air fryer. I won't use it personally, maybe one day, but I do want to keep it. I just actually bought that for decoration up on top. I'm like, I'll put it down under here. All right, so I keep these over here, air fryer over here, because it gets used by my teens. They make single serving meals. We have our ice machine. Toaster, they love the toaster here. I keep my scissors right here. I have these. Again, we never use these, so these are going to go into the trash. Don't hold onto things you don't use. Never need magnets, ever. So scissors right there, that's something I use. I kind of hide them there. Then that's my kitchen. All right, so I went to my overflow closet. It's a hallway closet. I had shelves built in there and I store extra food. So I just went over there and kind of gather up things that I need from there and I'm gonna put them in the cupboards. I got like, I don't ever buy canned soup, never, ever. Well, last year when everything kind of fell apart, you know, I was like, it might be good to have some ready-made meals just to heat up. So I bought these, they were 2 for $1. So I need to like put them in a rotation of trying to eat them and I can always buy more. So I had these when I was a kid. We're gonna put them in the pantry here, or the cupboard, so I know I have them, so we can be forced to try them one day, like over rice would be really good. So I'm gonna put this stuff away. This doesn't fit in here, so I'll put this back in there. And I have coconut oil I know I'm out of, and I grabbed a couple juices. I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator, and hot cocoa pods I'll put into the container. All right, so I added my macaroni in there, and there's some over there. I was gonna fill up the linguine, but I decided there's plenty over there and I still have some, so I'm not gonna worry about filling it. Fill the pots up there, put the ramen up there, because there's only a few packets left of that. Put my coconut oil back there. That's good. All right, now I feel like I can see what I have. I know what I have. All right, now I can see what I have in my kitchen. Good to go through that pantry. It's like a closet over there, and it just has extra stuff. And so now that I can see, oh, I have this, or the stuff that won't fit over here, I stuck over there. That way I can go, all right, what do I need to buy for when I go huge shopping? Because I will be hitting a discount store really soon. I've heard about another one, and I can't wait to go there. So hopefully in the next week or two. Just have to see how life is. So I'd go today, but I cannot today because I have something I have to get done. So I'm just gonna have to wait and see, but this is it. So normally I would be vacuuming the floor up myself. I've already wiped the refrigerators down. Everything's kind of cleaned up, and now I'll put that on the kids' list to do when they get up. Just vacuum the floor really good. They'll dust the fan blades, they'll wipe the table for me. I won't do any of that, so I'm not gonna even deep clean that, but it will get deep cleaned and done. So I can be finished for my day because I have to get out the door, and so I'm gonna have to be finished for my day. So hopefully, Jeannie, that helped you with some organization in your home. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'm going to see you guys again tomorrow with another video. I'm feeling like a Gather Your Fragments day. I'm feeling like Gather Your Fragments Friday. So, all right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. For those of you that want to stay, I'm going to read our psalm for the day. Psalm 44. Former times of help and present troubles. We have heard with our ears, O God, our fathers have told us, the work you did in their days, in the days of old. You drove out the pagan nations with your own hand. Then you planted and established them, Israel. It was by your power that you uprooted the pagan peoples. Then you spread them abroad. For our fathers did not possess the land of Canaan by their own sword, nor did their own arm save them. But your right hand and your arm and the light of your presence, because you favored and delighted in them. You are my king, O God. Command victories and deliverance for Jacob, Israel. Through you will gore our enemies like a bull. Through your name we will trample down those who rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, nor will my sword save me. But you have saved us from our enemies, and you have put them to shame and humiliated those who hate us. In God we have boasted all the day long, and we will praise and give thanks to your name forever. But now you have rejected us and brought us to dishonor, and you do not go out with our armies to lead us to victory. You make us turn back from the enemy, and those who hate us have taken spoil for themselves. You have made us like sheep to be eaten as mutton, and have scattered us in exile among the nations. You sell your people cheaply, and have not increased your wealth by their sale. You have made us the reproach and taunt of our neighbors, a scoffing and a derision to those around us. You make us a byword among the nations, a laughing stock among the people. My dishonor is before me all day long, and humiliation has covered my face, because of the voice of the taunter and reviler, because of the presence of the enemy and the avenger. All this has come upon us, yet we have not forgotten you, nor have we been false to your covenant which you made with our fathers. Our heart has not turned back, nor have our steps wandered from your path. Yet you have distressingly crushed us in the place of jackals, and covered us with the deep darkness of the shadow of death. If we had forgotten the name of our God, or stretched out our hands to a strange God, would not God discover this? For he knows the secrets of the heart. But for your sake we are killed all the day long. We are considered as sheep to be slaughtered. Awake, why do you sleep, O Lord? Awaken, do not reject us forever. Why do you hide your face and forget our affliction and our oppression? For our life has melted away into the dust. Our body clings to the ground. Rise up, come by our help, and ransom us for the sake of your steadfast love. Something to think about. Sometimes we want the Lord to waken up, we think, but the Lord is awake and he is seen, and he's protecting and guiding and waiting for that day. You just keep the faith, stay focused on him. All right, have a blessed day.